Fascinating, gone. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so for teens, well, let's say so far their ages have been 12 to 14. So, can the media call them boys or kids? I guess they can call the one boy a kid, I suppose. But the whole group, no, not the entire group. You know, I suppose you could get away with that. But attempted drew weapons to rob a man in North Houston, Texas, so far. The juveniles' names haven't been released, because the media famously does not release the names of the juveniles for their protection or whatever, right? To give them some kind of heads up in life that they don't really deserve. It's some sort of second chance mentality sort of thing. Well, this man who was confronted by these four teens with the gun, he drew a pistol of his own, and he shot three of the four youngsters, let's call them punksters. Yeah, all right. So we got our yeah. I'm gonna do this grits next. How about that? Yeah, let the sausage on the side, right? You know it. When my buddies and I, when we were teenagers, like 12 to 14, what was our idea of fun? Well, I'd play the Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog. And then we talk about girls, sexy things, and then we watch movies, and maybe we were chefs enough just to make some ramen noodles. We were just smart enough to follow the instructions on the ramen noodle package. So to make those delicious ramen noodles. I really haven't had Oriental flavor in a long time. So, but it's been a while since beef, or usually we just get chicken, but I really need to get some of that beef and Oriental and all that. All right. Yeah, so that's what we were doing. That's what white kids are doing, right? I mean, not all white kids are. Some of them have guns and have drugs and are gangbanging and all that, but so Texas is a stand your ground state, like a lot of So somebody pulls a gun at you, and it's a bunch of juveniles, when you're walking alone in the night, you know, and it's Christmas, or the night after Christmas. The the weather just cooperated in Houston, North Houston, where you could do an armed robbery, because you know, sadly for the robbers, that if it had stormed for 5 days, then it would have been robbing and gang banging. Would have made it difficult to do. So I suppose these youngsters were like, man, we gotta jack a dude, man. Man, we gotta jack somebody. And they were like, oh shit, it's storming all night. Fuck. And then, oh man, the weather cleared up, man. Yeah, it's sunny. Look, it cleared up for Christmas. Let's go jack somebody. Right. It ain't raining tonight, man. Mother Nature's cooperating with us. Don't let the weather get you down when you're doing robberies and heists and armored truck robberies and terrorizing people on the streets. Never let the storms get you down when you're trying to do your business, do your work, I guess. Do your criminal activities. Yeah. Never let thunderstorms get in the way, or hurricanes or anything, or tornadoes or hail or anything like that. Yeah. So these four youths and gangbangers came up to the guy when the weather cleared up in Houston off 249 in Rossilyn. And what's the race of these people? Ethnicity? Continental heritage? I don't know. But maybe people out there could take a wild guess. Maybe. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be illegal aliens. It could be other foreigners. It could be African Americans. It could be white people. I mean, honestly, it could be Latinos. It could be Asians. I don't know. But let's say your professor said, do a multiple choice test. Who would be out at 3 in the morning? Okay, any teenager could be out at 3 in the morning, or group of teenagers. All right, especially during the holiday times, right? That's when you can really get together with your teenage homies. But if you had a multiple choice test and it said, what race and ethnicity do you think robbed a man at gunpoint all together, like a wolf pack, like animals? Okay. And you listed all the ethnicities and races that we know. Then you could do your multiple choice test. You might have a chance of getting an A on that test, maybe, but you could be totally wrong too. So they're not going to release the identities of the media calls them the boys. They call them the boys. They call them the kids. Oh, the kids trying to rob a man at gunpoint at Christmas or after Christmas. Oh, the kiddies. Those poor babies. They must have, those poor babies out after Christmas with their gun. Those poor babies. Oh, those poor babies trying to rob a man with their gun late at night. You know, it happens, you know. When me and my friends were teenagers, you know, 12, 13, 14, we accidentally had our gun. And we were like, oh, we were accidentally caught in the robbery. And with, it just happens to teens, you know. It's just, we got a problem. You know, at 2 a.m. comes and, you know, the gun gets in your hand when you're 12, 13, 14, and you get that urge to rob somebody alone. And it's horrible what the teenagers have to deal with these days. Okay, so the grits are looking good, huh? Yeah. All right. Okay. So a lot of the people commenting on this story by the legacy media, CBS, Viacom, ABC Dishonesty News, Disney Dishonesty, ABC News, and also NBC, they're saying, oh, these boys, these kids. And the public saying, off with their heads, right? They're saying, throw the book at them. Like, charge them as adults for an adult crime. Yeah. Sure. And then, well, I have noticed under the Biden-Harris administration that Houston and most major metropolitan cities, in terms of law and order, have gone to shit. I've noticed that it's gotten more ghetto in the major metropolitan cities. Yeah, the standard of living, everything looks shittier. It looks dirtier. It looks crappier. You know? Is it just me or the city used to look cleaner? I don't know. It seemed like it did used to seem. It seemed like it was cleaner. It seemed like it was nicer at one time. Yeah. I haven't really taken a sober look at it in about 4 years, and drove around the city of Houston and looked at this burg. My God, I remember it being a little cleaner. Yeah. So hopefully Houston, Texas doesn't descend into the kind of crime in New York City and become a liberal hellhole. But yeah, New York City, New York. So what we do is we make a little grit. Want to put it over right there? That's good. Then we have sausage. Okay. Oh boy, you're really okay, Ben. Uh-oh. Okay. It's all right, baby. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, it's not all right, but it's okay, baby. My dog's sick right now. That's what woke me up early. And then, yeah. So I figured not panic until dog is dead, or I mean dying or something. Then I have to call the vet. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Just puking and shitting. Oh boy. Trying to eat, dude. Oh God. So I figured don't panic until dying. Okay, then I have to call for help. But that's what woke me up. My dog was shitting and puking everywhere. I decided to give my dog a Christmas treat And I gave it some Caesar, like fancy stuff. And then I gave it some steak fries. And now it's slobbering. And it's shitting everywhere. And it's not, and she's not stopping. So I'm gonna have to clean this place up. Well, so the man who was assailed by the assailants, the juveniles, he shot 3 of them out of 4. 4 were detained that were trying to rob him at gunpoint. And so he shot 2, not in critical, he shot 3, but 1's in critical condition. And 2 are shot and of these youths. And 1 is just detained for questioning. All right. Oh my God. What the fuck? I'm not a veterinarian. I can see that, just deductive science that if you change your dog's diet on Christmas, that it might cause, like diarrhea or something like that. But this is like a major, it's not like convulsing, but it's like constipation. There was a regular shit, and then there was bloody shits, which is a bad sign, bloody shits. And then she's slobbering like she's got rabies everywhere. So I'm like, oh man, yeah, this is not what I wanted to deal with. That's kind of my fear, is when my family goes out of town, that the dog will die or something, will keel over, and it'll be on my watch. And my dog's older, so Bella's older, Shih Tzu. So their lifespan is only like 16 years, and she's already 14. So I'm kind of afraid that she's just going to keel over one day. Even though we exercise, we give her exercise and take great care of her. Great fresh water, great food, great vet visits, heartworm pills, all the stuff. We walk around the neighborhood. I think she gets plenty of exercise. I don't know, but. Shit, I don't know what to do except just put paper towels down until I can get a. And then I'm containing the office and other areas of the house so she can't go and dookie everywhere and puke everywhere. So I'm just containing the puke and the shit to the living room area. So that's where we're gonna contain it, and we're gonna maybe shut my bedroom door too, because. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell my fam about Bella's illness. Maybe. I mean, if she gets her appetite, and then I tried to give her a banana. She usually has a strong appetite, very strong appetite, and then she just looked at me like, I'm not eating, and so that's bad. If a dog doesn't want to eat, that's like a skunk that doesn't want to stink. It's not very good. It's like a dolphin that doesn't want to be wet. Something's fucked. So. It's like a beaver that doesn't want to build a dam. Something's wrong. Okay, so something's seriously wrong with my dog right now. So that's why I've been up early, stressed out from that. But I'm going to eat and then. Hey, man, shit everywhere. Oh. Yeah. Well, hopefully these robbers at gunpoint at Christmas or right after Christmas are given stiff sentences, tried as adults for attempted armed robbery. And yeah, do I hope they make it through in the hospital? Well, I mean, you did rob a man at gunpoint, so I don't know. You get what you deserve? Well, sometimes, you know, if you threaten somebody with a deadly weapon and you get a deadly wound, then you kind of deserve it. So I'm not rooting for the successful healing of their injuries or anything like that. I'm not exactly, like, yeah, I hope they recover. Not really. I mean, but maybe the lesson doesn't have to be learned so harshly, right? So, whatever. That's North Houston, 249 off Rossilyn, the incident that happened at the apartment complex. I feel the most sorry for the guy who had to defend himself and shot the juveniles. So I feel sorry for him, actually, that he has to live in a city that puts up that has to deal with that kind of shit in the first place. So, but he stood his ground and he did the right thing. And the boys are getting learned, whether it's in jail or whether it's in the hospital or both. They're getting educated. And so, educating by their own, live by the sword, die by the sword. That's the old saying, isn't it? Yeah. Live by the gun, die by the gun. The way of the West. Yeah. The law of the jungle. It is true. Will the victim be charged? No, the victim's not charged if they're, he was not the aggressor and he was robbed at gunpoint, so he drew his weapon and responded in kind. So he should be fine legally. Maybe he wouldn't be fine in Alvin Bragg's New York or some leftist Democrat hellhole. But he'll be just fine, I believe, in Houston, Texas, even though there's Democrats and liberal control of our city for now. But that doesn't mean it's going to last forever. So God bless, best of success. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm going to go attend to my dog and see if she can get her appetite back and try to contain this kind of out of control, nasty situation going on here and try to get my dog back up to health if I can. So I'm not a veterinarian, but gonna not deviate from the diet like I did on Christmas. So let's go into let's try to have a happy new year, right? Peace.